Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of December 9th through the 11th, 2022. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. So make sure you're first registered at Paid Communications. Request your callback. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings and check me out on TikTok. Okay, so we have the overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like the overall energy, I feel like you guys are trying to be open to receive something from the universe. It seems like maybe there was something that you were fighting against at first. Could have been fighting against change. But it does seem like Spirit has been pushing you out of your comfort zone. And I feel like whatever is happening, you are kind of growing to accept whatever changes that you're headed for. You also, I feel like you're still dealing with some sort of anxiety or insecurities, or maybe you're overthinking, you're overthinking things. It seems like there's something that you're wanting to do, but maybe you keep doubting yourself or thinking that you can't do it. Especially too, if there's an opportunity, some sort of new opportunity for you, a new financial opportunity. It just seems like you're overwhelmed, or maybe not so sure about it, or maybe feeling like questioning whether you're ready for something of that sort. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to be creative or get paid for your creativity or any type of gift or talent that you might have. But it just seems like maybe you are, I don't know, like I said, you're having doubts and maybe saying like, I'm not ready for that, or I shouldn't be paid for this, or, I'm not that good yet. So it's something going on where I just feel like you're questioning your ability. But I do feel that ultimately you're going to take some sort of leap of faith. And I feel like you finally get comfortable in your own skin, or you start to believe in yourself. You start to believe that you are capable of whatever this is. And I feel like once you let go of resistance, like certain things start to manifest very quickly for you. For some of you, this does seem like maybe there's some sort of new job opportunity on the way. And I feel like you're going to be very busy. I feel like something's happening really fast too. And you're like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting something to happen so fast. Like, I put in an application, but they're talking about they need somebody like next week. Like, I didn't even give a 2-week notice. Like, something's going on where it's like all of a sudden you're like thrusted into this position. Like, you have to hurry up and accept something. Or, at least let the opportunity get away. But I don't think you're going to do that. I feel like you're happy about this, and I feel like you're going to go ahead and do it, whatever this is. Even if this is some sort of part-time work in addition to, what you already do. Or maybe you are working a 9 to 5, and then you suddenly decide that you're ready. You're going to go ahead and push yourself to, start your own business. You're like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make this website public. I'm going to publish my website. I'm going to go ahead and do this and at least get started and see what happens. And I feel like something starts to happen, like maybe you start to get like a lot of responses, and maybe just something takes off much quicker than you anticipated. For some of you, I feel like you also may be nervous about communicating or writing in some way. I don't know if you have to speak at an event or if there's something going on where, you're going to be having to project your voice. I feel like you're nervous about it, but I feel like you're going to do well. You're going to be fine. And then also career-wise, I see something in regards to writing. Aside from career, I feel that there's a lot of documents that you have to sign. Something's coming up where maybe you are having to agree to a lot of things and you're like going through all these documents. Maybe you're closing on a home. Everybody who's ever closed on a home knows how many documents, oh my God, how many signatures are needed. So it could be that you're overwhelmed with like a stack of documents that you have to sign and agree to. Maybe it's something in regards to school. Maybe you're grading papers and you've got like a ton of papers to grade. So it just seems like you're having to go through a lot of paperwork and you're writing or checking things off or making, writing your signature on things. In a love situation, I feel that there's someone who is nervous about coming forward. And I feel like maybe someone is having to push themselves out of their comfort zone because it's not really their thing to just like initiate communication or even to pursue somebody. And so I feel like this person's just really nervous. Or maybe they do pursue people, but for whatever reason, you make them nervous. So I feel that in a love situation, someone's just very nervous about coming towards you. It could be a fire sign or it could be an air sign. But I do feel like it's someone's going to like become very confident and take the initiative to do, whatever it takes to get to know you, put themselves out there, introduce themselves. And then from there, I feel that there's going to be like some sort of conversation back and forth. And I feel like, there is something that's going to be established. So I feel like you are going to, there's a possibility that you could make a connection with someone who's nervous or shy. What was I getting ready to say? Yeah, so the number 88 also may be of some sort of significance for you. Oh, my candle just bubbled. So, yeah, that could be some sort of significance for you. Maybe it's someone's birthday. Maybe it's someone's a life path number. Maybe it's a time frame for some of you. Something's going to happen between 8 days, 8 weeks. Yeah, could be. I feel like it's also preparing you for some sort of transformation. Yeah, I feel like there is something that is transforming in your life. It could be your perception of things. It could be your physical appearance. It could be moving, any type of transition. I feel like you're needing to be prepared for it. I don't know why I'm hearing something about no strings attached. Somebody is saying no strings attached. I think that's in terms of some sort of offering. Like somebody is like, I'm offering this to you, no strings attached. And you're like, wait a minute now. What I got to do for this? Or what, blah, blah, blah. They're like, no strings attached. So I kind of feel like maybe something is coming to you. Maybe you feel like it's too easy, but really I feel like something is being plucked, like something has been growing and is finally fully developed, and something is being plucked out. So I feel like something's actually been developing for a long time. So it's not like overnight, even though it might seem like it. I feel like something's getting ready to happen that you've been preparing for. Yeah, I feel like something new is happening creatively or career-wise where you feel like you can't do something, but you can. It's something maybe you're like, it's new to you. It's just excuses. I feel like you're needing to just get out of your head. And then also, like I said, don't listen to one negative opinion and then let it consume you. You also may be the only person holding yourself back from opportunity. Nothing else is holding you back. The only enemy is invisible. It's like, it's nothing there. That's your thoughts. So I feel like, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. But yeah, seriously. I feel like somebody is insecure because they got rejected in the past. I feel like somebody is having to put themselves out there. This also may have something to do with someone's physical appearance in the mirror. Like somebody is not feeling good about themselves or just feeling some type of way. And it's like, okay, it's time to push yourself, like get out of your head and just, stop thinking that way. I was also getting something about a spirit, like a literal spirit might be trying to get your attention, and it's kind of scary. Like maybe you're hearing weird taps and sounds in your home, and that could be a spirit trying to get your attention. You also could be in denial of some sort of spiritual gift that you have. Maybe you're scared to use it, but I don't feel like something is threatening. And I do feel like maybe someone wants you to see something or understand something. Oh, okay, I'm starting to see something about a spirit trying to get your attention, trying to guide you to something. And I feel like maybe you've been like pushing it away or ignoring it. Could be something about finances, could be something about family. Something could be health related. Like maybe you're being urged to go see a doctor or something like professional help. Maybe you're, afraid to. Something may not be as bad as it seems. I feel like there may be like a windfall of something. Yeah. You might receive a windfall of money. If it's not money, it's something of value. You might suddenly start to receive a lot of attention about something, but it's like positive attention. Definitely could involve a water sign. You might have someone's attention. Someone might be very excited about you, motivated by you, even turned on by you. But I do feel like you have someone's attention. Someone's looking at you. You also might have the attention of someone that is well known, whether they're a celebrity, politician, influencer. I feel like you have someone's attention. And I don't know. I feel like this person can pull strings for you because they really like you. They feel connected to you. And I feel like there's a strong possibility that you could get attention from somebody. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a famous person, but there's someone that does have maybe status, or they're very popular. Oop. I was also getting in a love situation. You could develop a connection with a coworker or a client. I feel like something also building very quickly. Something starts to, a situation where like you're driving down the street one week and you look over and you see that fence up, you know, that those metal fences, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess they're building something right there. And then like the next week it's like finished and you're like, oh my God, that was fast. I feel like something is being built really fast. Maybe, you know, you bought a home and it gets built really fast. Like something's going on where I feel like something's being built really fast. I feel like there's something significant between three people. So fire, water, and earth. In a love situation, I feel like anybody that has been ignored, or been single for a while, all of a sudden is going to be a windfall of people attracted to you. And one or more could be an ex. It's like everybody just comes rushing in. And I feel that there may be more than one person that feels like they want to rebuild with you or reestablish a connection that never really took off. Like maybe you got something started, you know, you got introduced to someone, there was chemistry, and then nothing ever happened from there. It's kind of like something may happen to bring you guys back together, and then this time it's like you can decide whether or not you want to finish where you guys left off or not. In astrology, I feel like something is fixed. something could be talking about a fixed sign. So that is Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. I also feel that in regards to any type of transits, something is destined to happen because it's fixed. So really look and see if there are any transits going over those fixed houses in your chart. Like I said, the four that I just named, because that may be creating some sort of long-term situation for you. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for, what am I doing? Air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have woman holding a coin, action, contract, overall energy, temple path. So yeah, you guys do have something that's getting ready to happen. Like I said, someone's getting ready to take the initiative, including if this is you finally pursuing something that you said you were going to pursue. But I do feel like maybe some sort of opportunity is part of your destiny, is part of your spiritual path. It's something that you were meant to do. Something's being gifted to you. And I feel like you are rushing towards that, or rushing into some sort of contract or an agreement. Like I said, something starts to happen really fast. Like you're signing these documents. And like having to like rush through everything. So you could be rushing into some sort of new job, new home, new something. Now, I don't know if you are taking some sort of blind leap of faith. I did see like leap of faith. I don't know if it's blind. I would suggest, even if something does seem, like a great opportunity, to get a lawyer if need be, to go over certain things with you. Yeah, you yourself could be a lawyer. Maybe you're about to get a big case. Also, something could be going on in regards to court. I don't know if someone is being summoned, or if someone has some sort of a court date quickly approaching. And then I feel like something is basically coming into fruition though. Something's materializing. It's more than just a thought. Something's actually happening. It's actually happening now. So yeah, I feel like you just need to be prepared. And it seems like you were already prepared for this, like I said, but something's getting ready to happen. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.